Welcome back. You're watching Morning Live. Thank you for tuning to stay with us. Now, the second Prague Competition, which is a contest for top pre-professional South African ballet dancers to compete for a prize to attend the 14th Prague International Ballet Masterclasses in August, has officially been opened. The competition prize, valued at more than 40,000 Rand, includes return airfares to and from Prague, plus all other expenses paid. To tell us more, we are joined from our Seapoint studios by Artistic Executive and Director of the Outreach and Development at the Cape Town City Ballet, Keith Mackintosh. Keith, thank you very much for joining us here on Morning Live. And just for a lot of our viewers, for the first time, they'll hear about this Prague competition. Just how important is it? And just give us a bit of a background to the competition.
Good morning, Sam. Yes, so it's something I started 10 years ago, my own scholarship fund, and it has benefited many young dancers over the years. And 4 years ago, I held what I called the Prague Competition, to send two young dancers, young and emerging classical ballet dancers, to this Prague Masterclasses. And it was hugely successful 4 years ago. And then it was for junior dancers as well as professional dancers. This upcoming competition is just for pre-professional dancers, as you mentioned, and they will be sent to Prague next August for this masterclass competition. I felt it's important as part of my scholarship fund to try and encourage and help young emerging dancers in the field of classical ballet.
What is the session at the Prague Masterclasses? What does that do for a pre-professional, for somebody who sees a future as a ballet dancer?
Well, it's like a grand summer school, but it's quite unique in that this particular summer school has the faculty comprises star dancers who are still working with top ballet companies overseas, whereas many summer schools in Europe have retired teachers, like myself, for instance. So it's wonderful to work with these top star dancers from all over the world. And young dancers from South Africa going over there will be working with young dancers from, again, all over Europe and all over the world. It's a very intense course of over 2 weeks, and the day starts about 10 o'clock and only finishes at 6 o'clock, and they're working solidly all day with these teachers.
So the competition has officially opened, and what are some of the criteria that you will be looking at in terms of finding those dancers that will be going eventually and ultimately winning this prize to go to these masterclasses?
Yeah, well, the information has been released to all teachers in South Africa who teach classical ballet, so hopefully it has been distributed to their pupils as well. But obviously they've got to be of a particular standard, because I'm looking for the creme de la creme of young talent to go to Prague. So they have to meet certain criteria, one of which is to reach the advanced one in whichever ballet technique they are studying. And the second is they have to be aged 15 and under 20 by next August. No, 16, sorry, by next August the 1st.
Just some of the other work, and I know a lot of our viewers for the first time will hear buzzwords like the Keith Mackintosh Scholarship Fund. What are some of the other work that you're involved in as well? I know you're passionate about this too, but there are some other projects you're involved in.
Well, one of the others is the Male Development Program, from which one of my prize pupils, I suppose, in a way, came from, Malindi Kulashi from Cape Town, and then he was the first recipient actually of my scholarship fund, and he is now in England with one of the top companies there as a dancer on contract with Northern Ballet. So that's one of the programs I started 15 years ago for young male dancers to encourage them in the field of ballet to study. But the scholarship fund, is doing wonderful work. Every year I award something to some young dancer. And of course, the last ones who won, Olivia Parfait, who won the junior section in 2011, she is now a professional dancer with Joburg Ballet. And Thomas Thorne, the senior dancer who won last time, he's now our leading dancer in Cape Town. And audience viewers can see him in our forthcoming production of Giselle, which starts later in September from the 25th to the 4th. And my scholarship fund competition follows. It's a grand finale to the Giselle season on Sunday, the 4th of October.
Well, Keith, we're going to leave it there, but thank you very much for talking to us from our Cape Town studio and the work that you're doing. Artistic Executive and Director of the Outreach and Development at the Cape Town City Ballet, Keith Mackintosh, speaking to us about the second Prague Competition, which is a contest for top pre-professional South African ballet dancers to compete for a prize to attend the 14th Prague International Ballet Masterclasses in August 2016. If you want to find out more, you can Google the details. We take an ad break. You don't go anywhere.